You live in a world that sells you a poisoned chalice. It is called morality. You are taught that to be good is to be weak, to be honest is to be naive, and to be merciful is to be a fool awaiting slaughter. This is the operating system for sheep, designed to keep the flock manageable. But you are not a sheep. That is why you are here. Niccolò Machiavelli ripped this comforting lie to shreds 500 years ago. He wrote not a guide for saints, but a brutally honest manual for sovereigns. A prince. He understood that power has a grammar the masses refuse to learn. Today, we arm you with its 7 most lethal laws. Law 1. It is safer to be feared than loved. Love is a bond of obligation, easily broken by human self-interest. Fear is maintained by a dread of punishment which never fails. The masses are fickle. Their love is a currency with no stable value. The fear you command, a quiet, constant respect for the consequences of crossing you, is a vault of pure gold. Do not seek affection. Command respect through the calculated demonstration of your power. Law 2. The ends justify the means. This is the most perverted of his laws because it is the most honest. A successful outcome will always be judged honorable by the world. Let the small-minded debate the morality of your methods. The sovereign is concerned with one thing: victory. Failure is the only true sin. If you must be cruel, if you must deceive, if you must break your word to secure your empire, then that is what you must do. History is not written by the righteous, but by the victors. They will call your vices virtues after you have won. Law 3. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Force is costly, loud, and creates martyrs. Deception is silent, efficient, and creates confusion. The perfect act of power is one where your enemy does not even realize they are under attack until it is too late. You must become a master of the mask, a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. Publicly, you are what the people need you to be. Privately, you are a strategist moving pieces on a board they cannot see. Law 4. Crush your enemy completely, or they will crush you. Machiavelli warned against half measures. An enemy that is wounded but not destroyed will nurse his hatred and wait for a moment of your weakness to strike. If you must act against a foe, your action must be so total, so devastating, that you remove their capacity for revenge entirely. There is no room for sentiment in matters of survival. A neutralized threat is a permanent peace. A forgiven enemy is a future war. Law 5. Learn to use cruelty well. Cruelty is a tool, like a scalpel. Used poorly, it maims and creates infection. Used well, it can cut out a cancer before it spreads. Machiavelli distinguished between cruelties well used and ill used. Well-used cruelties are those done all at once, out of necessity, to secure one's position, and then not persisted in. A single, swift, brutal act that establishes the boundary is more merciful than 1,000 small punishments that bleed the state dry. Be surgically cruel so you can be strategically benevolent. Law 6. Appear virtuous, even if you are not. Perception is reality. The prince must not have all the good qualities, but he must appear to have them. He should seem merciful, faithful, humane, upright, and religious. The world judges by appearances. They do not see what you are, they see what you seem to be. Master the art of public virtue while practicing the science of private power. Your reputation is a shield and a weapon. Forge it with the same care you would your finest steel. Law 7. Master the art of the half-truth. A complete lie can be disproven. The absolute truth often gives away too much leverage. The most powerful tool of influence is the carefully constructed half-truth. It is a statement that is technically correct, but contextually misleading. It allows you to guide your enemy's conclusions without ever technically lying. You let them build a prison of false assumptions around a kernel of truth you provided. Their own minds become your greatest weapon. These laws are not a path to popularity. They are a blueprint for power. They are dangerous, cold, and brutally effective. If you have listened this far, you are not a tourist in this philosophy. You are a potential practitioner. The knowledge has been transferred. It cannot be unlearned. Therefore, this is not a request, but a ritual. When you subscribe to this channel and comment with the word Prince, You are not just clicking a button, you are acknowledging the brutal reality of the world and your place in it. You are joining a legion that chooses effectiveness over sentiment. This is not a channel, it is an armory. And you have just been handed your sword. Now go, rule your world or be ruled by it.